All right, guys. So welcome to tonight's section. On this section, we'll be discussing about strategy and goal setting. I already laid foundation about social media marketing and social media management. Right, these two aspects of uh, promoting your brand online and managing your brand online are very essential. Right, you can through this, just like we stated, you can through this grow your brand, or you can through this grow other people's brand and you get paid. The most important thing is the knowledge. You can, from the knowledge you have, venture into any kind of online business, be it any form, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, uh, social media marketing agency, social media management, anything you want to venture into, right? We outlined some of these things on our previous section, right? Now, uh, the power of social media marketing lies in creating a strong and proper foundation. Now, some persons will be like, are all this very necessary in the course of this social media marketing and management? The foundation we are laying are very necessary and they are very essential, right? So everything that we'll be discussing is valuable and very important to your journey of social media marketing and management, right? So it is not just all about creating content or throwing them into any social media platform and maybe you expect results. No, you don't just wake up today and you expect Facebook monetization because you created your Facebook page, you're expecting that they are going to monetize it. No, you don't just create a YouTube channel and expect that it start giving you money instantly. No, you don't just jump into affiliate marketing and register in a platform and you expect that it will start paying you instantly. No, something has to be done, right? Something has to be done. So, hence the power of what social media marketing lies in creating a strong and proper foundation that you can leverage upon, right? Now, uh, it makes so much sense if you understand why you are creating or building what you are building. So it makes more sense when you maybe you decide to create something or decide to build something. You have strategies that governs what you do, and you have your target goals, what you want to achieve. How do you do it, and what are you going to achieve at the end of the day? Right? So these are some of the things we are coming up. For instance, if you all followed how we launched as Scheme Money, you discover that we started first by building, converting the idea into a product. Our developer had to develop everything, develop the website. We invited people for a webinar, right? We invited them for a webinar. We share with them about the project. Then we launched the whole aspect. So the goal is to get people to sign to what? The goal is to get people to sign to Scheme Money. But then we have strategies to get them to know more about Scheme Money before they came up, right? These are strategies to help us hit our goals. So it makes sense if your strategy is working in line with your goal. And that's why we decided to combine these two. So you need these two to flow together. It is very essential and very important. So it is very important to understand what you want to achieve, how you want to achieve it, and when to achieve it, right? So once you know what you want to achieve, you know how you want to achieve it, then when to achieve it, you already smash your goal. For instance, I can decide to I want to host this training. Until I've been able to host this training, I have not been able to achieve my goal. Then I will ask myself, how am I going to host this training? Am I going to use Telegram? These are strategies. These are questions that once I'm able to address this question, I will be able to hit my goal, right? So the strategy is more like that pattern or that stage where that lies between what you want and how to and achieving what you want. So you already know what you want. How do you achieve it? So the process that connects you from your goal to achieving your goal, or from your desires to achieving your goals, is what the strategy is actually referring to. So any format, any strategy, just like people will say, any format you decide to come up with, that is your unique strategy. So your strategy has to be very unique and has to be it needs to have the capacity to deliver and to give you your expected results. Right? Are we together? Is anyone following me? Seems like I've jumped. Okay, yeah, this is where we are. Are we together? Are we on the same page? Is anyone following me? Is anyone following me? Right, so now these 5 types of goals are the most recommended goals anyone can actually start with, and you make good or maximum, you hit your goals easily, right? Without, even though you may encounter some stress, but this will actually help you to achieve your goals in a better way. Now, we consider this model, this SMART model, to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and the time frame. We are going to be explaining each. Now, when you come to this SMART now, it is expected that your goals have to be SMART. And what is the interpretation of this SMART? From the S, we can see specific, meaning your goals have to be very specific. Now, from the M, we're having measurable goals. The A, we are having achievable goals. The R, we are having relevant. Are these goals relevant? Then the time frame to starting and achieving and knowing that you've achieved your goals. These are very valuable and very important, right? Now, coming to specific goals. Okay, this is going too much. It's jumping. All right. So coming to specific goals. When we talk about, or when we refer to specific goals, this is like, it is very specific and very clear. Your goals are very clear and very specific. Now, you may want to ask yourself, why do you want a strategy? What is your goal, right? Why do you want a strategy? What is your goal? Now, if my answer is, I want to improve my business, improving your business is not specific enough. It's a goal, but not specific enough. Now, the question is, what exactly do I want to improve? I am trying to narrow it down to be more specific so that I can know what I want. I want to start on an online business is a goal, but I want to start an affiliate marketing business model is very specific. I want to start running Facebook ads for people is very specific. I want to go into mini importation, drop shipping is very specific than I want to make money online. In as much as I want to make money online is a goal, yes, money is the goal. But what exactly do you want to do to make money online? You are trying to narrow it down. You are trying to bring it more specific so that it becomes what? Relevant as we proceed. Right? So now we have some questions. We have some questions that correspond with these specific goals. That if you can be able to answer this question, is going to help you towards address the specificity of your goal. Right? Now, what do you want to accomplish? That's the question. What exactly do you want to accomplish? Now, if I run Facebook ads for people, whenever they come to me and they tell me they want to run ads, the first question I ask them is, what do you want to run the advert? Or what exactly do you want to advertise? They will tell me their business. I'll say, yes, I know it's your business. What exactly is your business about? They will tell me, I am into clothing, I am into that, and I'm into that. I'll feel like, good. Now we have been able to narrow it down. Then the next question I'll ask them is, what do you want to achieve? Is it sales, or you want to maybe bring people to your dropshipping? Because there are some persons that will come to you and they will tell you that I want dropshippers. So by the time you answer me that way, that you want people to buy your product, I already know the angle the advert is going to come from and how I am going to be charging. Right? That way, I've been able to answer my question in a better and specific way. Is anyone following me? Are we together, please? Are we together? Let me know if you're following me and we are on the same page and we are making sense. Please let me know. All right, great, great. It means someone is actually following. Someone is actively following. That's great. That's great. All right, then the next question is, are there people that you need to involve in what you do? Can you do it alone, or is there need to involve others? You need to ask these questions. Then, where are they located? If you need to involve them, you need to know where they are located, right? Then, are there any resources or limits that will be involved? Why you try to push into what you want to do? Are there things, or are there costs, or let me say, are there resources that you need that if you don't have them, they will limit you? You are trying to be very specific to yourself and sincere to yourself. Now, not all the questions will actually be applicable to some of the business, but there are questions that you need to ask yourself that will narrow this down to specifying exactly what you want to achieve. And any questions you cannot answer, it means you are not sure of what you want. If you cannot answer the question, you are not sure of what you want. So from the questions, that's where you are going to create your specific strategy, right? So at the end of the day, we are going to come up with a statement that is going to represent our strategy, where we'll look into that better. Now, in terms of measurable goals, we are referring to numbers. We are referring to numbers. Now, if as a graphic designer, knowing how much you want to make from your client is very important. And knowing the amount means you have measured what you want to achieve. Now, we know that the goal is what? To make money. You are being specific, not to do business, but to make money. Then the next one is how much. So if I want to make money and I come out and I state I want to make 1 million naira, it means I have been able to what? Measure what I want to achieve. I've been able to what? I've been able to make it very specific, and I've been able to measure what I want to achieve. Now, the essence of this is it's going to help you to be able to follow a blueprint. So you are going to have a roadmap to be able to achieve whatever it is you are doing online. Now, if your target is to generate maybe 100 clients in a month, it means you have the numbers of people you want to generate, and you know who you want to generate. You know your goal. Your target is what? You want to generate leads. How many leads? 100 leads. So you've been able to measure 100 leads, so that if after measuring these numbers, if you know that you will not be able to achieve it, where we'll go into that later, you can stop it there. So being able to move from specific goals to specific measured goals. So goals that are specific and they are also measurable, right? So now, how much, how many, right? This has to do with numbers. How will you know when your goal has been established or has been accomplished? At the end of the day, are there numbers you know that yes, you've met up with your goal? At the end of the day, if your target is 100, it means you have been able to measure your goal, right? So this will help you a lot, right? Now, the next point is achievable goals. So when we talk about achievable goals, it is very easy. Now, can you make the required sacrifice to achieve your goals? That's one question you need to ask yourself. How will you achieve this goal? It is not just all about setting up goals and making them specific. It is not just all about putting numbers that this is a target. Can you achieve them? If you can, how do you intend to achieve them? Now, how realistic are these goals? How realistic? Now, if I tell myself that I want to make money and I decide to make it very specific, I want to make money and I decide to measure it, I want to make 1 million naira in 1 week. If I know within my power, I will not be able to achieve that within 1 week, then it means that goal is not realistic. So it makes a lot of sense if you can be specific with your goal, you measure them, and you see that you can achieve these goals. Not to wake up and you tell yourself that your target the next 6 months is to make 6 figures, and you know that at the end of the month, it is not going to be possible. It means the goal is not realistic. If your target is to have generated 1,000 clients in a month, you need to divide them into what? 30 days to see if it's going to be achievable. Can you achieve 1,000 people in a month? If yes, if you divide it by 30, you are having like 33 persons to get every day. Can you get new 33 persons daily? If you cannot, it means you will not be able to achieve your 1,000 target. It means the goal is not what? Realistic. It is not achievable. Right? So at the course of trying to deliver these goals, will there be any biggest challenge while trying to achieve them? Right. Now, if maybe your target is to generate 1,000 leads and you need like 500,000 or maybe 200,000, 300,000 to maybe promote or spend into marketing and advertising. If you don't have this money, it's going to be a threat. If you don't have the money, it's going to be a threat. So it's going to be your biggest problem. You can put yourself in a shoe, or maybe try to narrow this down to whatever it is you do, and see to how you can relate it with this very method of goal settings. Are we together? Are we together? Let me know if you are with me and we are making sense. Please, I love it when my class is more interactive. Right? Let me know if you are with me and we're on the same page, so that I can proceed further and we don't spend much time today. All right. Now, the first question is, how will you achieve this goal, right? Now, if I want to ask myself, if I want to generate leads and I ask myself, how do I want to generate this lead? Am I going to generate the leads organically? If yes, how many content am I ready to push out or to create and publish to be able to generate these leads? Right? Now, am I going to run the ads through paid ads? Am I going to pay for the ads? If yes, how much am I willing to invest into the advertising? Right? We are trying to make it very realistic and very achievable. If I want to use influencers, how many influencers and how many followers do they have? And how active are they? If they are not active and they don't have enough followers, they are not going to give me my results. So my result will not be achievable. I will trash it out. So this helps you to filter your goals, sieve out the relevant one, sieve out the irrelevant ones so that you can have the relevant ones and proceed ahead, right? So now that takes us towards the next aspect of a smart goal strategy or method. Now, the next one here is what? Relevant goals. Are your goals relevant enough? Does accomplishing this goal worth the effort? Maybe you want to achieve a particular target and you know that at the end of the day it's not going to add anything to you. There is no point doing that, right? There's no point trying to do what you know that will not help you in any way. Is now the right time to jump into that business, into that strategy, into executing that very idea? If now is not the right time, then there is no point. So you need to come to a point where you are able to align some of these questions, some of these things to any business you are managing. Ask relevant questions. You can use maybe any AI tool to generate questions that you need to ask that will trigger responses, that will trigger answers that will help you towards be able to relate if a particular goal is relevant. A client is telling you that the person wants to get 1,000 people in a month and the person is not putting money into generating these leads, it means the person is not ready to achieve it, because you cannot perform magic. And if at the end of the day, generating one lead is not going to boost the business, then it's more like wasting of time and resources. So another one is, will there be any cost and rewards for your life? If at the end of this training is not going to add anything to your life, then you are wasting your time. Then this training is not relevant to you. That is what we are referring to. If that business you want to do is not going to improve your life, if that course is not going to improve your life, if running Facebook ads is not going to improve your life, if starting YouTube channel or maybe a Facebook page is not going to improve your life, then it is not worth starting or doing. That is what we are referring to with these relevant goals, right? So the next thing is time frame. Time is very important. Time is very important. Time, when are you starting? Now, we have a lot of persons that they know what to do, they know what they want, but they don't know when to start. They keep procrastinating, There's a course they want to study, they are not doing it because they are not sure of when to start. There's a particular business they want to start, but they have not started because they have been procrastinating. If you cannot pen down when to start, it means you don't know when you are going to even achieve the goal. So starting is very essential and very important. So a goal without a deadline is actually a mere wish. A goal without a deadline is like a mere wish. You are just wishing because you don't know when to achieve. If you achieve it, you will not know that you have achieved because you don't know what you are going to time. Where will you be in the next 1 month? Where will you be in the next 2 months? How are you going to, what is going to be the level of your growth in the next 1 year? Are you going to be starting from square one, or are you going to remain where you are? Are you going to advance? Are you going to progress? Where will you be in the next 1 month or 1 year? It makes a lot of sense when you come up with strategies like this, right? It's going to help you a lot. When should your goal be achieved? Now you know what you want, you know how. The when is when to start and when to know that you accomplished it. So if at the end of the month you have, are we still together? Are we still together? Someone seems to just ask the question. Let me know if it is here. Let me know if it's here. I just saw a question. All right, we are here. All right, great. Great. We'll move, we'll push. All right, so now, when should your goal be accomplished? So once you know when your goal will be accomplished, it means you have successfully achieved your goal. Please, can you guide that woman on how to join the live session? It seems like she doesn't know how to. So this will help you to know when you have achieved your goal. Timing is very important. Have your daily goals, have your weekly goals, have your monthly goals, have your annual goals. If at the end of the day you want to push your business to a height, that's a 1 year plan already. You can decide to maybe create some stratas, reduce them to like monthly goals, reduce them to weekly goals, reduce them to daily goals, so that it will be very easy to push with them on a daily basis. It is very important that way, right? Now, if at the end of the day, I know what I want, I can sum everything up and decide to come up with a plan. This is what I want to achieve. Now I can decide to I want to increase my monthly income from 100K to 200K. The goal is specific and is measurable by the 31st of August 2022. Since I know that this is very relevant and it is achievable, and I already have a time frame being 31st of August, it means I know when to analyze or to conclude that I've been able to hit my target. So if at the end of the year, I'm able to hit my target, I know that I've done it. And if I'm not able to, I will know that something is wrong. If I need to brace up, I will have to brace up. Right? So that is that about uh, the foundation of goal settings and strategy. We are going to dive deeper into when we start creating marketing plans and so on, right? But for now, this is just a foundation to setting up your goals so that it will aid your journey into what becoming a social media marketer and a social media manager, so that whatever it is you do, you can be able to come up with a plan by asking yourself some questions so that you can sum up these questions together and you have a strategy, you have a plan, a roadmap that will guide you on how to go about executing your plan, executing your project, so that at the end of the day, you know that you've been able to achieve that relevant goal and you see yourself smiling. You know, there's that beautiful feeling when you're able to achieve your goal, right? So thank you so much. For hi.